All right. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Thank you for joining me on the very first live MMA training class on this channel. So this is the first of many, hopefully a many, and I'm gonna teach you some just training. I'm gonna teach you some MMA training, Muay Thai training, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling and judo. Okay, not all in this class, but you know what I mean, right? Step by step. Who am I? My name is Fitz. I was an MMA fighter, a Muay Thai fighter, and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter for years. I fought in front of thousands of people. I tried out for the UFC. I met Dana White. I trained with Anderson Silva. I trained with Jorge Masvidal, Luis Palomino, Jason Jackson, Nogueira brothers, both of them, and more NFL players, more MMA fighters. Okay, so my main specialty was grappling, but I did strike also. My main specialty was grappling, but I did Muay Thai fight also, just to get my hands up and kick and feet up, right? So how it's gonna work is that I'm gonna do my stuff, show you certain moves and stuff, and once in a while I'm gonna check the chat to see if there's any questions, all right? So let's begin. The first rule of fighting is that when it comes to MMA or any kind of martial arts, you want to be confident and, and you want to take it serious. You got to take it serious, all right? Even if you don't end up fighting, it's good to know some MMA skills just for fun, just to feel confidence. One thing martial arts does is teach you confidence. No lie about that, all right? So, first rule of fighting is you got to know where you are in space. What do I mean by that? You have to know where you're at in space. In the medical field, we call it proprioception. But in the MMA world or martial arts world, I call it the red zone. Sorry about that, y'all. Again, when it comes to fighting, you gotta know where you're at in space. All right? What do I mean by that in space? All right? What I mean by that is that you got it in the medical world. We call it proprioception. In the real world, in the martial arts world, I call it red zone and green zone, right? So, for instance, let's say my opponent is here, and I'm here, right? If I'm in arm length of my opponent, meaning that if I could touch him, that means that he could touch me. So that's the red zone. That means that you have to be aware of that. That means that if you, that means that you can get hit, all right? So that's the red zone. The green zone, let's say my opponent is from me. So if I can't touch him and he can't touch me, I'm in the green zone, right? So that means I'm pretty much safe, right? So once again, you have to know the red zone and green zone, all right? The red zone and green zone. Again, the red zone is if I can touch my opponent and he can touch me, that means I can get hit. But if I'm away from my opponent, if I can't touch him and he can't touch me, I'm safe. That's a green zone, all right? So if you're too far away, that's a safe zone. If you're in arm's length, that's a red zone. That means you can get hit. And if you work close to him, we also can call that the green zone also, because sometimes if you work close or clinching, it's kind of hard to get a good shot off, all right? So again, red zone, green zone, red zone, green zone, right? Red zone means that you're in the danger zone. Green zone means that you're away from the danger zone. All right. Now, when it comes to your MMA stance or your boxing stance, it boils down to most of the time if you're right-handed or left-handed. Okay. If you're right-handed or left-handed. So I'm a right-handed fighter. Sorry, I'm a right-handed person, but I fight left-handed. All right. Usually, if you're right-handed, your left leg goes out in front of you, and your right leg goes behind. All right. If you're left-handed, usually your right leg goes in front, and your left leg goes behind. I'm different. Even though I'm right-handed, I fight southpaw, meaning southpaw is the left-handed stance. So I fight with my right leg forward, left leg back. Okay. So when it comes to your stance. When it comes to your stance, just give me a second. You wanna, give me a second, chat. Hey, your chat, don't forget, Push that like button. When it comes to the stance, you wanna, what you wanna do is, you wanna be like this. You wanna put as much less as your body as possible. Don't square up like this. Don't ever square up because you give your opponent more body parts to hit. You wanna get real sideways like this, so your opponent has less of your body to hit. That makes sense, right? Again, don't do this. Don't do this, right? You wanna give as less of your body as possible. You see? That way, boom, right? Now, the footwork. Everyone talks about footwork. In boxing has footwork. Muay Thai has footwork. MMA has footwork. All right. Basically, this is like a dance, right? So again, you put your stance like this, right? Your feet is gonna be. Look at my feet. It's gonna be like this. You know what I mean? Not like this. Like this. All right? Like this. When you want to go forward, you put your first. If you want to go forward, move your leg, move your front leg first. See, boom, like that, right? You say that again. In MMA, boxing, Muay Thai, or whatever, if you want to move forward, watch my front leg. You go, boom, boom, right? If you want to go backwards, you go, boom, boom. Again, forward, boom, boom, backwards, boom, boom. If you want to go that way to my right, you go boom, boom. This way, boom, boom. Why is that important? Because you want to be stable at all times. Because in a real fight, obviously it's hard to do these moves perfectly all the time. But if you do it long enough, it's going to be second nature to you. So if you're fighting, you know what I mean? Once again, you want to stand up like this, not like this, not like this. In martial arts, you never square up like this. That means that your opponent has a lot of your body parts to hit. You want to stand sideways like this, hands up at all time, right? Hands up at all time. You want to go forward. If you want to go forward, move your front leg first, boom. You want to go backwards, boom. Right? Forward again, boom. Backwards, boom. Boom. Forward, boom. Boom. Hands up, right? Never do this. If you want to go forward, don't do this. Because you're going to get off balance. And that split second of being off balance can get you knocked out. Okay? So again, forward you go, boom, boom. Backwards, boom, boom. This way, boom. This way, boom. Pivot, right? Let's talk about the pivot. Just like basketball, there's also pivots in MMA and boxing and martial arts, okay? So a pivot is a good way to dodge a punch, okay? So if you want to pivot this way, you're going to patch your front leg and go pop. You see? So watch how I go forward, backward, and pivot. Forward, backward, and pivot. All right? When you pivot, you want to plant that leg down and then boom, like that. Right? The leg down and then boom. See that? All right. All right. Let's practice again. Forward, forward, backwards, backwards, sideways, this way, pivot. Try it at home. Try it at home. Right? If you have any questions, let me know. Watch again. Again. For your martial arts stance, you want to set up like this. Hands up at all times. Right? I want to go this way. You go boom. This way. Boom. This way. Boom. And when you move forward, and when you move around, don't be like a robot. Don't be like straight, Don't be straight. You want to bend your legs a little bit. So as I move forward, you want to bend your leg a little bit. You know what I mean? You see that? See? Boom. 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 That's how you see fighters in fights sometimes sneak up like this. Boom. Boom. Watch UFC. Watch all these boxers, how they move around. Pa, pa. So those are basic footwork. Watch again. Boom. Boom. I want to go forward. Boom. You're watching a free MMA training class, so please, man, smash that like button, show some love. This is free, all right? I'm a former MMA fighter and Muay Thai fighter and Jiu-Jitsu fighter. All right, again, let's recap. When it comes to martial arts, striking, you want to do this. Never square up. Never square up your body like this. That's how you get knocked out easy. You want to give as less of the body as possible. Sideways like this. Hands up at all times. When you want to go forward, you put your front leg first. If you want to move forward, move your front leg first, boom, and like this. You want to go backwards, like this, right? Forward, boom. If you want to go backwards, don't do this. Why? Because if you're trying to do that, you get off balance. And when it comes to fighting, you cannot be off balance at any time, okay? So again, to go backwards, put your backward, to go backwards, move your back leg first, boom, and then go back, boom, boom. Forward, the front leg first, boom, boom. If you want to go backwards, do not do this. Don't do that, right? Because your feet can get tangled up and it could be bad for you in a fight. Now, some of y'all might be saying, yeah, but in a real fight, are you gonna have time to do all the steps? Yeah, actually, yeah. In a real fight, you know, boom, 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 boom. In a real fight, you know what I mean? Boom, boom. You do have time to do all that stuff. See what I'm doing? See? Yes. In a real fight, those steps can be done, right? That's why you gotta practice those steps. And don't take the steps for granted, right? Again, this way, this way, this way, this way, boom, 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 boom. You see that? You see that? All right. Now, let me know if you have any questions, all right? Now, I want to talk about punches. Punches. There's basic, here are the basic punches. And doesn't matter if it's boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing and stuff, right? You have your stance, right? Your hands always got to be up, guarding your face. You want to put your shoulders a little, your shoulders a little round like this, like a bubble. Your hands like this, right? Don't do this. I seen guys in the street who think they can fight like this. What's this? Don't do that, okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't ever do this in the fight. What's this? You want to do this, right? Boom, 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 right? You want to do this. So if somebody was to punch you, you go like, bah. You know? So hands up at all times, right? Boom. Now, I'm going to show you a jab. What's a jab? In your lead hand, you want to go out, bah. Right? That's the jab. Bah. You notice, when I punch the jab, my left arm is still up. Bah. Bah. Right? The jab is designed for measurement, to measure your opponent, to bother them, and sometimes knock them out, but not really, okay? So the jab is called a one. All right? Now this is called the two. Your power hand, so the hand that's farther behind, that's your power hand. That's called the two. The jab is called a one. This is called a two. And when you throw the two, it's like a dance. When you kick and when you punch, it's like a dance. You go like this, your hips. Pa. All right? So watch how I do the two. I move my hips like this. See? Two. So when you hear boxers go, or trainers go, give me 1, 2, it's 1, 2. 1, 2. You see that? 1, 2. That's a 1, 2. I didn't hear 1, 2 before. Was a lot. That's 1, 2. All right. So hands up. So now I want everyone throw me a 1. Throw me a 1. Throw me a 2. Give me a 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. Good job. Get some water. Always make sure you stay hydrated. And of course, before you start any exercise program, check with your doctor first. And this video is for educational purposes only. All right. All right. Let's recap what you have learned. All right. You wanna get your stance like this. If you're right-handed, you want your left foot forward. If you're left-handed, you want your right foot forward. I'm a little different. I'm right-handed, but I fight left-handed. So my left foot is gonna be forward, right? Let's do some basic steps again, right? Hands up. Remember, don't do this. You do this. Don't do this. You do this. All right? So then, let's go forward. Backwards. Give me a second, everybody. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second, chat. Just want to do something for a minute. All right, chat. Here we go. All right. So again, you want to do it like this. Now, everyone get to your stance. Forward, left leg first. That's how you move, like this, right? Like this. Go backwards, backwards first. Back leg first. Boom. Again, you want to go forward. Your lead first. If you want to go forward, your lead leg goes first. It's like this. Boom. All right. If you want to go forward, don't do this. Don't do back leg first and like this, because if you do this like this, for that second you are balanced, and a guy could push you, or a girl could push you and punch you, and you get knocked down. So you want to go forward like this. Boom. Like this. You want to go backwards. Boom. Boom. You want to go this way? Boom. Boom. This way? Boom. Boom. Pivot. If you want to pivot, plant your lead foot down and turn like this. Boom. So that if you want to pivot, plant your lead leg down and go like this. All right? Let's do it again. Hands up. Go forward. Go backwards. This way. Pivot. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Hands up. Go forward. Front leg first. Backwards. This way. This way. Pivot. All right. Now what we're going to do is throw a jab, which is your one. You want to step into the jab. That's a one. Give me a two. Watch my hip. See? Hip. You want to throw a two. Watch your 1, 2. Watch your 1, 2. All right? Let's do this again. Let's do this again. Hands up at all times. Go forward. Front leg first. Go backwards. Pivot. Pivot back. Go this way. This way. Forward again. Pivot. All right? Let's do a little faster now. I want you to take 2 steps forward and throw a jab. 1, 2, boom. Now back. Do it. Take 2 steps forward and throw a jab. 1, 2, 3. Now, okay, now 2 steps backwards. Now, I want you to do 2 steps forward and do a 1, 2. All right? Let's go. 1, 2. And then 2 steps back. Let's do it again. Take 2 steps forward and throw a 1, 2. 2 steps back. Good job, good job, good job, everybody. Good job. Fighting isn't that difficult if you know what you're doing, all right? You know what you're doing. Now, I'm gonna show y'all, I showed y'all the 1 and the 2. I'm gonna show you the 3 and the 4, which are hooks, okay? So, to do a hook, the hook, your lead hand is gonna be your 3, all right? So the hook You're gonna go like this. Watch how my hip turns, watch how my feet turns, and my whole body turns. You see this? And my hand is still blocking, right? That's the 3, you know? You see that? That's the hook. That's the hook, y'all. And when I throw the hook, my shoulder is protecting my chin also. My shoulder is protecting my chin, all right? Come like this. All right? Watch again, watch again, watch again. I'm gonna throw the hook. That's a 3. A 4 is your power hand hook. You see? You see? You see my hip? That's a 4. So let's do 3 and a 4. So 2 steps forward and do 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Backwards. Let's do it again. 2 steps forward and throw a 3 and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Backwards. Now 1, 2. Good job. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go. My favorite combination is a 2-3. So we're gonna go and do a 2-3. Right? We're gonna take 2 steps forward and do a 2-3. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 3. You see that? Do it again. That's my favorite combination, chat. That's my favorite combination, a 2-3. Watch again. Watch again. Right? 2 steps forward and a 2-3. Remember, this the 2 and this the 3. Right? Let's go. 1, 2, 2, 3. That's a beautiful combination. Trust me, I've done it in my fights and it works. Try it again. Hands up. Forward. 1, 2, 2, 3. All right, backwards. Now I want you to do a 1, a 2, and a 3. All right. In your stance, 2 steps forward. I want a 1, 2, 3. Let's go. I'll do it slow at first. 1, 2, 3. All right. Do it again. Do it slow at first. Hands up. Go forward. 1, 2, 3. All right. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job. You're learning the basics, the boxing, Muay Thai, just striking in general. All right. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. Hands up. Hands up. Forward. 1, 2, 3. Back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 steps forward and give me a 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then 2 steps backwards. Right? Let's go. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. Good job. Good job. Let's do this again. Get in your stance. We're gonna take 2 steps forward and a 1, 2, 3, and 2 steps backwards. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Good job. Good job. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 steps forward, 2 steps backward, and pivot. All right? Pivot. So hands up. 2 steps forward, 1, 2, 3. 2 steps backwards and pivot. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 steps backwards. 1, 2. Pivot. Did you get that? Did you get that? Y'all learning some valuable information here, chat. All right. Smash that like button too, man. Show some love. Smash that like button. Show some love. All right. Let's try this again. You want to have your hands up like this. Hands up. We're going to do 2 steps forward, 1, 2, 3 punch, 2 steps backward, and pivot. Right? Hands up. 1, 2, 3. Back. Pivot. All right. Let's practice now. We're going to jab and pivot. Right? We're going to jab and pivot. Watch how I do it. Jab and pivot. All right? You want to jab and pivot. That way, you're punching and you get out of the way of his counter. All right? Let's say he's here. You want to jab and pivot. All right? And when you pivot, I like to keep your hands up also. Always keep your hands up, chat. All right? All right? Let's try this again. Hands up. You want to jab and pivot. All right? Let's practice pivoting for now. All right, y'all. Let's practice the actual pivot, because I don't think y'all getting it right. Pivot, boom, pivot, boom, pivot, boom. All right. Boom. Let's try this again. Let's practice more pivots, because I don't know if y'all got the pivots right or not. All right. You want to that? All right. Pivot, pivot. All right. You notice when I pivot, my hands are still up. When I pivot, my hands are still up. All right? Let's try this again. Pivot. Pivot. All right. All right? I'm also going to have a cardio kickboxing class also, okay? Probably later on today. Later on today, I'm going to do a cardio kickboxing class, okay? So make sure y'all tune in for that, for sure. But yeah, chat. So, again, let's pivot again, right? Remember, when you pivot, your lead leg, you plant it down, hands up, and you go boom. All right? Pivoting is very important because that's how you could escape punches. Boom. Jose Aldo, UFC legend, was wonderful at pivoting, boy. Man. All right? Get hands up like this. Let's go back 2 steps. 1, 2. Forward 2 steps. 2. This way. This way. Boom. Now, how do you block punches, right? My thing is, when I used to fight, I don't get hit that much because anyone can get knocked out at any time. So I try to avoid exchanges a lot. Okay? I'm very big on defense. I think people should work on defense a lot. To me, that's any sport, but especially MMA and boxing and Muay Thai. Work on your defense. So, for instance, if it's a boxing match or Muay Thai, okay, boxing, right? Basics, defenses, right? Hands are up, boom. If someone throws if someone jabs you, there's many things you could do. If someone jabs you, just do this, boom. See? Cross your hands like this, boom, right? Don't do this now. Don't do this. Someone throws a jab, you go boom, like that. Okay? Another thing you could do is, if someone throws a jab, you go boom. You slip it. It comes like this. You know what I mean? You slip it. But that's more advanced. But for now, remember what I told you earlier in this class is that know your red zone and green zone. For those of y'all who are just starting off, right? I mentioned earlier in this class that the number one rule in fighting is that know where you're at in space, okay? Meaning that we have red zones and green zones. The red zone is when, if I can touch my opponent and he can touch me, that's the red zone. That means I could get knocked out or he can get knocked out. That means that's the danger zone. The green zone is if you fall away from him. If I can't touch him and he can't touch me, I'm in the green zone, all right? If you see most of my fights, my kickboxing fights, Muay Thai fights, MMA fights, I green zone a lot. Go back to my videos on the channel of me fighting, and you're gonna see me in the green zone a lot. You know what I mean? Because once I enter the red zone, I know I gotta do something. Either a takedown, to a punch, or a kick, or an elbow. I can't stay in the red zone and do nothing. All right? Listen to what I'm saying. If you're in the red zone, make up your mind. Are you gonna punch? Are you gonna take him down? Are you gonna kick? Whatever you do, don't be in the red zone for so long, all right? Enter the red zone only when you're gonna do something. If not, go back in the green zone. It's okay. Go back in the green zone. I don't want none of y'all to get hurt or knocked out in an event, all right? Again, the red zone and the green zone. The red zone is if I can touch my opponent and he can touch me, that means that we both are in danger. The green zone is if if I can't touch him and he can't touch me, I'm cool with that. That's the green zone, you know? You can do whatever. Same goes for street fights. Please, y'all, do not fight in the street. I can't stress, do not fight in the street. Always walk away. Don't turn your back, though. Always walk away. Avoid fighting in the street, okay? Avoid that. If you do end up fighting in the street, if you do find yourself in a situation and you can't get out, just remember where you're at. Always be in the green zone. Don't never let nobody come to your face and do this. Don't never picture like a little boundary around you, okay? If somebody gets close to you, put your hands up and step back. Say, hey, I don't want to fight. All right? If again, do not fight in the street. If something in the street is gonna happen, walk away or drive away. All right? Don't turn your back on the, don't turn your back though. Just walk away, right? But let's just say you're in a situation and you have to defend yourself, right? What you want to do is picture an imaginary, circle around you. That's your zone. If somebody in the street comes up to you in your space, in your red zone, have your hands out, hands up, and say, hey, I don't want to fight. Hands up, and then step backwards. Backward first. Say, hey, I don't want to fight. Hey, I don't want to fight. Have your hands out like this, because people in the street will sucker punch you. All right? So again, do not fight in the street. But if you're in a situation where you have to defend yourself, or you think it's going to be a fight, what you want to do is picture you have an imaginary circle around you. That's zone. That's your area. And don't let nobody get into your circle. If somebody's coming towards your way, have your hands out like this. This hand got on your face, hands out, and take two, a couple steps back. Hey, I don't want to fight. You see? Hey, I don't want to fight. That way, it's hard for him to sucker punch you. All right? Don't ever do this. Remember in high school, guys practically kissing each other. Hey, you bad. No, that's too close. Don't let nobody get into your red zone. All right? Seriously. Again, do not fight in the street. But if you find yourself in a situation where you have to defend yourself, picture an imaginary circle around you. Have your hands out, this hands up, and step back. Hey, I don't want to fight. Hey, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. All right? That way, that person cannot sucker punch you easy. Okay, boom. Now, MMA skills. Later on in future classes, I'm gonna teach you more moves, of course. I'm also gonna teach you Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling. I did all that stuff. In my MMA career, I've never got taken down at all. And in all my grappling fights, I took everybody down. I got taken down twice, but the first time was like first time was kind of like a fluke, I think. Not a fluke, but But anyway, okay, so again, I can't stress this enough. When in fighting, martial arts, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, there's a red zone and the green zone. The red zone is the danger zone. Stay out of the red zone. Only enter the red zone if you're gonna kick, punch, take down, whatever. If you're in the red zone, do something. Don't stay in the red zone for too long. Demetrius calls it the void. Similar. DJ, the Hall of Famer, he calls it the void, right? I call it the red zone. Same thing, right? So, again, hands up, right? Let's do some more footwork. Each time I do a class like this, I gotta stress footwork, because footwork is very important in martial arts. Trust me, right? Let's do some footwork again, okay? All right, everyone line up. Line up like this. Remember, not this. Do this, all right? Let's go forward. 1, 2. Backwards. 1, 2. Forward. 1, 2. Again, don't be like a robot. Don't be straight like a robot. No. Bend down a little bit. 1, 2. You see how each time I move, I bend down a little bit? Boom. You see? You see how? Boom. Each time I move backwards, see? I move down a little bit. You see how I go down and up? Because I'm a grappler also, I do that. So when I fight, I do this because it gives my opponent, I get my opponent thinking, is it a takedown or is it by me doing this, I could do a lot of options. I could come with a kick, boom. I could go takedown, or I could, punch. So again, hands up like this, go forward, 1, 2. Backwards, 1, 2. Forward again, 1, 2. Backwards, 1, 2. Pivot, pivot. All right. Now let's do one. Go forward and throw a 1, 2. All right, chat. 1, 2, 1, 2. And when you punch, make sure when you punch, get your hands back in position quickly. Don't do a lazy jab like this and take time bringing it back. No, you throw a jab, boom, 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 boom. You see that? All in the hip, all in the hip. Fighting is not that difficult, all right? Nothing is really difficult in life. If you keep practicing and do things the right way, it's all about doing the things the right way, all right? Watch again, watch again. All right, hands up, hands up. Remember, don't square up now. Don't do this. You want to give as less as you want to give as less as you want to give as less as your body as possible. So like this, not this, like this. See, sideways like this. Let's go forward. 2 steps. 1, 2. Backwards. 2 steps. 1, 2. Forward. 2 steps. 1, 2. Backwards. 2 steps. 1, 2. Again, forward 2 steps. 1, 2. Backwards. Let's go forward 3 steps, okay? 1, 2, 3. Backwards 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. You notice each time I move, I dip a little bit. See? I dip a little bit. I mean, not too obvious now, but you know. Again, 3 steps forward. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps backwards. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps forward. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps backwards and pivot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good job, man. We get some water right now. This is the free MMA training class every day, weekly and daily, okay? I'm also gonna have a cardio kickboxing class. I'm also gonna have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class, a wrestling class, Muay Thai and kickboxing class, and everything, okay? So make sure you subscribe to learn, to learn how to defend yourself. All right, let's try this again. Hands up. Hands always up, all right? I don't ever want to see y'all. I don't ever want to see y'all with your hands down. Hands gotta be up at all times. Seriously, all right? Hands up. Go forward. 1, 2. Pivot. Boom. All right. Good job. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. We've been going at this for like 40 minutes now. Thank you. All right. Y'all, smash that like button, please. All right. Let's try this again. Hands up. To go forward, always move your lead leg first. 1, 2. All right. Do not do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. That means that you are balanced and you get knocked down easy or knocked out. All right. Hands up like this. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Forward. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Pivot. Forward. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. All right. I want to see 2 likes on there, man. Come on now. This is a free class, y'all. Come on, let's go. All right. Let's do this again now. I want you to have your hands up. Hands up like this. And let's go forward. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Forward. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Forward. 1, 2. Back. 1, 2. Go forward 2 times and pivot. 1, 2. Pivot. Oh. All right. Now, you're gonna see other fighters dance around, and MVP for so Michael Venom Page has his hands down and does this. All right. When fighters become elite, they have their own style, but it's still bad technique. All right. Michael Venom Page does this a lot. Right. He's a karate guy, taekwondo guy, so he does this a lot, hands down. Then he strikes. That's first of all, that's an elite athlete, and he has elite skills. I'm not gonna teach you all that stuff. I'm gonna teach you all the basics, okay? Because he also got caught one time too. All right. So don't get caught up in your favorite fighters doing hands down, or Dominic Cruz doing this, you know. Don't get caught up in the hype. You gotta learn the basics first. Once you get good, then maybe you could improvise, whatever. But in these classes, I'm gonna teach you the basics: basic defense, basic offense, basic footwork. You know what I mean? And then eventually, it's gonna go more advanced. All right. All right. So now, I want everybody to get in your stance again. Bah. Hands up. All right. Throw me a 1, bah. A 2, bah. A 1, bah. A 2, bah. A 3, bah. A 4, bah. A 3, bah. A 2, 3, bah. Bah. Head movement. Now, for head movement, what you could do is something like this. Right? When you do that, don't always keep your eyes on your opponent. Don't do this. Don't do that. All right? Have your head like this. Boom, boom. You ever seen the guys, boxers with a rope, or MMA fighters have a rope, and they go like this, boom, boom, and they go under the rope? That's for head movement. All right? So for head movement, you go like this. Head to your face. Boom, boom. You see that, right? Boom, 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 boom. That's the basic head movement right there. That right there, believe it or not, goes a long way. Goes a long way. Boom, 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 boom. All right? Picture martial arts like a dance. It's like you're dancing. All right? So when you throw punches, hips. When you go, when you throw kicks, hips. Boom. It's like dancing. See the 2 punch? Boom. 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 The hook? Boom. The hook? The 3? Boom. Boom. It's like a dance. So even when you block the punches, boom, boom, you know? Now, I want y'all to throw a jab, and then do this, okay? Watch, like this. All right? Let's do that. Throw a jab, and then bob and weave, all right? When you do this, you look at your opponent. Don't do this. Don't ever turn your face away from your opponent or eyes, all right? Don't do this. I've seen guys do this when they fight. Don't do that. By instinct, people do that by instinct, all right? But in the real world, you can't do that in the real world, all right? So, give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Yes. So, let's do a jab again. Let's do a jab again, and then bob and weave. Boom. You see that? Bob and weave, bob and weave. Okay, so this is gonna be the last lesson. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. I'm gonna wrap up this class right now. So overall, what did we learn today? We learned basic footwork. Boom, 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 boom. We learned that you want to stand like this, not like this. You want to stand like this. You go forward, front leg first. You want to go backwards, back leg first. Sideways like this. Boom, like this. Pivot, boom. We learned that this is the 1. The jab is the 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we learned a lot today, chat. We learned a lot today. All right. Tell your family and friends about these, I mean, these free online classes, MMA training sessions. I'm gonna do a cardio kickboxing later on today, most likely. So please have your notifications on. All right. Have your notifications on. All right. So next class, next MMA class, I'm gonna review what we did in this class and teach y'all more MMA moves, like like kicks, kicks, knees, all that crazy stuff, elbows. Yes, because in MMA we can use our elbows. Remember? Yes, chat. So, hey, thank you for joining me, man. Please don't forget to subscribe. All right, and then check out. Thank you, Night Tips. All right, so make sure you subscribe and check out my next MMA class. Okay, thank you for joining me, everybody.